taking a break from directing Epic and all of the other series on my channel, I wanted to come back to a previous series of going over people's comments and other things that they thought or pointed out. So from the Scylla context video, we have something from at Stories Are Worth Telling. They mentioned a color suggestion for Scylla could be maybe a darkish blue, maybe a tint of green, and then there could be a flash of red for each death, kind of like what I mentioned with Polyphemus. I personally really like this idea, and I like the callback. They also have a comment on the Scylla video itself, mentioning if I had maybe a cardboard head or something at the end of the tube, and kind of just more going over the mechanism of the Scylla head and trying to clean it up a little bit, which is understandable. It's not a foolproof concept, it's just a string of thoughts I had, especially for maybe a lower budget production, which a lot of theater shows are, sadly, because they're not really funded anymore. For Mutiny, we have another comment from at Stories Are Worth Telling, who clarified that the statue of the god of the sun was likely Helios, and that clarified that they don't really know where it's from. And they also mentioned something very notable about the cows. The cows had more of a a very distinctive mortality, where they can't really be killed. The implication with the music itself is that the cow died, but in the actual story, they are immortal, and according to At Stories Are Worth Telling in the actual book, the cow was still alive when they were eating it, which is pretty dark. And both at Xeon, hopefully I'm pronouncing that, 1025, and Helltaken07 clarified it was also Helios. And another thing from At Stories Are Worth Telling, mentioning that for Thunderbringer specifically, at the end of the song, that maybe there could be, after the lights go out and the piano trickle, during that piano trickle, at the very end, we could see Odysseus on a piece of wood on like stage left with the spotlight directly on him, showing that he has truly survived the destruction of the boat and how it's turned into shrapnel, and all that's left is this small piece of wood that he's barely clinging to life on. I really like your guys' comments and suggestions. Please keep them coming. I really appreciate everyone who has been continuing to comment and giving suggestions here or there. As always, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Comment down below any suggestions you might have. They will appear in future videos probably. And as always, thank you so very much for watching.